So this week, after I talked about weddings last week, we're talking about anniversaries. Today, on Tofer's Take. So, last week we kind of talked about, the marriage of fasting and prayer. And today I'm going to talk about an anniversary. And I get that it's just, anniversary for me and probably not a lot of other people out there today, but I think we all have an anniversary like this, of sorts. About 10 years ago today, one of my best friends, passed on, and it's kind of why I got the tears going on in honor and memory of her. And me and this girl dated for a while, and we remained friends after we broke up. And she had a very profound impact in my life, and the way I think about things, the way I view things, you know. She was arguably my best friend for a while, you know, and, she struggled with epilepsy a little and had a massive seizure, and passed away. And it's okay, because grieving is a process. And I want to stress that, grieving is a process. I didn't wake up one morning and was suddenly fine, you know. And if you know this, if you know the story behind this, it took me a year, a whole year before I could actually get to the point where I could talk about it, not be, moved to tears. It took me a year to get to the point where I actually wanted to talk about it. Now, some of that was I was, teaching Sunday school. I felt like I was a leader in church, and I couldn't let them know I was having a bad day. It was, a little bit it kind of put the psycho and psychosomatic, because, like I said, I was a leader, and I felt that if I was let people know what I was going through, I would be letting them down. And I know there are, steps to grief, and I know that different people's deaths affect, people differently, you know. But it's a process. It's something we need to work through. I'll admit, Carrie's death affected me differently than, say, my grandpa's death, which affected me differently than my friend Sergeant's death. But the process of grieving, the process of working through that, was there, was still there. And do I have a playlist or songs that remind me of her? Yes, I do. Do I always cry when I hear them? No. Sometimes I smile. Sometimes I, laugh. Sometimes, I remember the good that was in her. And grieving is a process, like I said, is a process. And today, on the anniversary of her death, it snowed here. So, and I remembered, oh man, she loved the snow. She loved this weather. And I can say that with joy, in my heart. But I just wanted you guys, to talk about with you guys, a little about that, because I don't know where you are, with your stages of grief. I don't know if you've lost a dear friend, or the only people you've lost are acquaintances, or if you've lost anybody at all. But just remember, that grieving is a process that we have to work through. And I pray that each one of you are taking a healthy approach to working through it. Because initially when Carrie died, I didn't. I took a very, very unhealthy approach to it, So I just pray that if you guys are working through something like this, take a healthy approach. Seek Him. Seek God through it. Seek your fellow, Christians. Anyway, that's all I got for you guys today. Peace, goodbye, and God bless.